Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Stay away from cities with dyke mayors. They spray the pipes major. Don't play with your life, player, or shake the dice, player. But if you got a quota, then stay away from toddlers. These bitches are fight promoters. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Train your toddler. Please train your toddler. Whippings, timeouts, take her allowance. Cause I swear she will destroy your life if you allow it. Fucking, I'm tired of rapping. Yo, low, bring in the choir. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare.
Yo, welcome to the Dirty Folks Daycare. I am your tolerologist, Dirty Folks. Nah, we going tribal warlord. I'm your tribal warlord, Dirty Folks, man. Check this out. I appreciate y'all being here. You know what? So I want to talk about the 4 friends that every man needs in his circle. Put squares in your circle. Put the squares in your circle. Put all the people who get called coons and not black and you not real. Put them in your circle. We gonna get to that. I'm not even gonna slow walk it. I'm gonna speed through this today. But I got a request. I got a request from someone as I was setting up the show, and it kind of segued into where we are right now. Make sure y'all like as y'all come in. Like as y'all come in. A friend of mine, Gorilla Pete, man. We got to get Gorilla Pete back on the show. Gorilla Pete hit me up and he said, yo, I don't think people know about your zero theory. I think you need to reintegrate the zero theory. And we're going to get to that. But the flip side of the zero theory, which we'll get to in a minute, is that women have awesome friend zone dudes, right? All the guys in her friend zone are some of the most useful men ever known to the planet. As a matter of fact, when I go hang out with my female friends, I actually ask them like, who's the dudes that you don't want to sleep with, because I need them on my team, you know. But their discernment is horrible. So I'm gonna take this in segments, man. First, I want to show you this video that's going a little bit viral about a young lady how she feels about dating married men.
No, he does what the fuck I want him to do. He's not toxic to me. Is he toxic to his wife and his kid? Absolutely, because he's not.
Why are you dealing with a nigga like that, son?
Shade.
Shade.
It's the fuck is you talking about?
How is that not your business,
Shade.
bro?
That's not my business.
Bro, that sounds like no, you're not taking accountability.
It's not my business.
So
if he wants to cheat on his wife, why is that my business?
So what you
niggas done cheated on me and bitches didn't feel like that was their business.
Man.
Why do I care if this man want to cheat on his wife?
Man.
Why, Eli? Why, Eli?
So what you be
Hold on. Why, Eli? Why should I care if this man want to cheat on his wife? Is he toxic to me? No.
Shout out to her for being honest, man. Shout out to her for being honest. I wanna set a table for you. I want to set a table for you. Most liberal women want to be side pieces. They don't want to be wives. She's loud. She's ghetto. But she's in her lane. She's following her natural law. Her natural law is to be supplemental to another woman. And I'll explain to you why. Because absent of a title, or sometimes with the title, he should really, toddlers don't really want to do anything. Like nothing. Right? They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. They don't want to take care of their own kids. They don't really want to do anything. Even the most middle class, white America, white bread eating citizens of America, those wives don't want to do anything. They have babysitters and tutors and everything else. The wives don't want to do anything in middle class America. Women really don't want to do anything. So the opportunity to get the benefit of a man without having to do any of the duties of a relationship that require having clothes on is their natural place. That is what toddlers do when they're untrained. You have to train your toddler to be useful. Naturally, they're not. By natural law, they are not. I'm not even mad at her. She's way too loud for me, but I'm not even mad at her. Which comes to the zero theory. Her not caring that she destroys that man's marriage, the man has to care, because if he loses his marriage, he'll be back on the couch. Zero theory. Man, I'm back on StreamYard, man, because for some reason I lost all my clips. And all my clips on StreamYard. So we're going to go through this. So I was going through my clips. I found a clip that was very interesting. And I keep telling y'all, don't listen to girls with clothes on. I preach this to you guys all the time. And as I was going through my clips, I found one that I thought was especially interesting. For those who on social media and you guys think that there is a good toddler out there, you think that y'all want men advice to come from women, and I think that's crazy. I think that is suicide. But y'all like to hear women say masculine shit because they masculine vaginal people, and you think that they're advising you correctly, but they just goofy ass toddlers. They're grifters. They're people that just come through to take your money, and they'll tell you whatever they need to tell you to get what's yours, so they don't need you. You pay women not to need you. And I was reminded of this. We're not gonna slow walk it, but this is very important. I have watched content creators, even the homie Goodbread, talk about Love Dorsey all the time. And I think Love Dorsey and Jessica X and Melanie King, I remember their original content. It was fuck niggas, get money. Break a nigga, break him down, break his pockets, break his heart. They would break a nigga bitches. Now all of a sudden oh my God, I empathize. The manosphere ain't nothing but black women talking to men. There are no men in the manosphere. That's why I ain't even no manosphere nigga. There are no black men in the manosphere. It's just a bunch of bitches saying what men want to hear. And niggas send them $100 cash apps. Speaking of $100 cash apps, yo, if it's in your heart, man, it's in your heart, donate to the daycare. That ain't it. I give up. But donate to the daycare. Yo, check this out. Hey, that's a clip I was missing. I've been looking for that clip forever, man. That's crazy. That is over there. That's crazy.
Hey, baby. How much do you need?
Not much. Just enough for a new wig and a BBL.
Can dirty folks get some cash apps too, please, kind sir?
I don't like StreamYard. You gotta go through all your clips yourself. But I did find this, and I think it was absolutely phenomenal. This is your girl Love Dorsey telling girls to break a nigga, and she don't need a nigga. All the shit she talking now. Let's not forget how she started off. But this is the boss talk. That's part of zero theory. But I'm gonna break down zero theory in one hot second. But let's check this out together.
Men are not providers. Men are maintainers. They're there to help you maintain a lifestyle that you have already created for yourself.
Women need to know a man is not a financial plan. If I didn't have my own, I'm worried about the next female taking my man because he's my cash cow. If I have a level of dependency in my man to where my life can't exist without him, I have to clock what he's doing and who he's with and how he's doing it. But when you got your own, you want to be with someone. You don't have to be with someone.
That differentiates the mindset of a bitch and a boss babe. I'm a boss, so my mindset is different from a woman who wants to drain a man financially. And when people try to convince you that success and wealth is something for men, that self-care is a part of femininity. And a part of self-care is making sure that your finances are in order.
I need you guys to understand that none of that made sense, man, because they are girls. They say they got their own, but they need a man. They don't know how to do nothing. They need a man. This is me telling you guys all the time. Any woman who can't follow a man will be dependent on 4 men. Any woman who can't follow one man will be dependent on 4 men. What they're telling you is their bosses based on what they get from the men that they deal with. Their bosses based on the intellectual property they can steal from the men they with. Their boss, but they're only a boss of one. They don't have any employees or anything like that. They're the boss of one. They're the manifestors of their own destiny using your ideas, your work, your money. Not necessarily in that order. Sometimes all 3. Any girl who I know that knows real estate, she talked to 4 different people, and all 4 of them gave her a piece, and she put it all together, and she did that shit and said she did it on her own. But she don't know how to do shit. And when problems come, what does she do? She calls the sim. And there is something about liberal men that make you so egalitarian, make you so gallant, make you so valiant that y'all really stepdads in your behavior and your processes toward women. And all that gets you is to the zero theory. And this is what I mean. When you give away your intellectual property, to you it's just like something you know and you want to share it. To her, she don't know shit. So you gave her life. If she had to talk to another woman, she'll be paying for a consultation. Y'all pay to be stepfathers. Y'all pay to be friends. Y'all pay to be lovers to people who just take.
When you give something to a bitch, they don't do nothing but take. That's why you don't give them nothing but the dick. Because they can't take that away. You'll see.
Yo, so let's go through the zero theory. I want to explain the zero theory to you before I show you this clip, because I don't think I even want to interrupt this clip. I might interrupt it once, but not really. So the homie gorilla Pete sent me this. He said people need to know the zero theory. So let me explain to you what the zero theory is first, so you can have that concept as we look at this clip. This is a zero theory. A woman will help you when you have nothing, right? If you're negative 5 cents, she'll give you a dime and you'll be up 5 cents. And you'll feel ingratiated to her. You'll appreciate her because you had nothing. And she gave you something just so you could break even. That's why girls like thugs and broke dudes, right? Because they're like lapdogs. Where else you gonna go, right? But then men feel ingratiated to her. And you still a man, so you want to provide for her. So you bust your ass to provide for her. But here's the thing. You will never make it to $1 with her because she likes you at negative 5 cents. So if you hustle your ass off and you make it to 40 cents, she'll try to break you for 35, send you back to your mama house and say she can do bad by herself. That is a zero theory, that you can never have anything with the liberal woman, because in order for her to feel quote unquote equal, you have to be at your down and lowest, because girl's not better than you at anything. The average 17-year-old boy is better than the 45-year-old woman. His money just ain't there yet, but he's on the way to the riches. The reason that women say that it's harder to be a woman than a man, even though it's not, because girls play life on easy mode, is because until 2010, men used to help men come up. It was a thing. Like you out here and you're trying to be ambitious. and somebody will see something in you like, yo, you remind me of me at your age, bro. Come on, I'll cuff you. Let me show you some things. Let me help you get on your feet. And that was the brotherhood. People have always been talking about that. I haven't heard for 15 years. Bros over hoes, money over bitches. All this is out the window. Now you want to partner with women. Now you want women to be your equal, and you'll pay her to catch up with you. Now you think that women are your life partner and they'll help you build. You say you don't need no man, but if a girl come in, that's your boo. Y'all niggas got life fucked up. Y'all don't love the chair. Y'all love the idea of love, but you're the only one that's loving. She's just reflecting your love. I want to show you this clip that has everything to do with the zero theory, and I'm going to explain to you at some point why it does. This young man, I don't know his name, Desi Banks. Desi sound like a girl name, I ain't gonna lie. But apparently this is a guy, Desi Banks. Desi Banks claims that his girlfriend didn't support him, but she went on Tasha K for notes or something like that. Whatever we say. Now, let's go. Nowhere to help. Volume. Hold on.
I read where an ex put you out.
Oh yeah.
So tell that story.
That's when I was first, in my beginning stages of, really chasing my dream of comedy. At the time, I felt like she didn't believe in my dream and my goals. I used to want her to support me so much. I thought there was gonna be a woman I was gonna be with.
We on Desi Banks' page. He said you weren't there for him.
This day is outside his grandma's house on Thanksgiving of 2013. This is my car.
Okay.
My first Camaro. What we got? This day is in my car, but I'm unsupportive though. Here you go again. You would think my car belonged to him. You in my car.
And what date is that on there? Because he said you weren't there for
this
him.
2014.
2014, Desi.
This day is again. Where you at? June 2014. You in my car.
Now who bought the shoes and the outfit for him?
I don't think I paid for that, but I did used to buy him some stuff, but I ain't paid for that. His days in his content, where he at? In my car.
Okay.
This my boy again. Where he at? In my car.
Okay.
This is July 2014.
He said you didn't believe in his comedy or nothing.
Where you at? This is my car. I mean, it's everywhere.
A girl and you use her car, whatever. The question was not, did he use her car? The question was, did he help support his dream? I'm gonna keep playing it. Everything gonna be about him being in her car for that short period of time. And that's valid. Like, people use people's cars all the time. Cool. Women have I'm gonna keep playing it because we're gonna see if she did anything else but let him use the car that he had to fix and put gas in. I'm not saying he not on some baby boy shit, but I am saying even on baby boy, his baby mama didn't support him when he wanted to sell clothes. She let him use her car, but not to handle his business. Use her car to run her errands. Use her car to run his mama errands. Use her car while she's at work. Not use her car to follow his dream, to follow his path. It's cool to have access as long as you're not trying to have progress. That's the zero theory. But let's see if she mentions anything else besides using the car.
Back when you was doing football before you even got into social media, that's Daisy in my car.
Damn.
He where you at? In my car. Like, but I ain't did nothing though. Ain't you go praise the Lord in my car. You say I ain't did nothing. Now you making content. Now you putting content on social media. Where you shooting your content at? This in my car. Like all your car scenes, where they come from? My car. You wanted to go train at Pantherville. Look at you. You was in my car. And now you at the stadium. That's how you got there. That's how you got to put in that work. But I'm unsupportive. Look at in my car. Making your skits. This December 2014, you in my car. Like all this, you in my car. Where you at? The car wash in my car.
We're done. We're done. Y'all gotta check out the
In the car wash in my car is a strange flex because you wash your car. Here's the thing: what he does while she's at work is what he did to pursue his dream. Her whole thing is he pursued his dream in her car. He had to get there. I get what she's saying. I don't think she's right, but I get what she's saying. Let me tell you how the difference between how women support men and how men support dreams. Because I understand what he's saying and I understand what she's saying, but she got clothes on. So when women support men, they do for men what they want men to do for them. They want to be the man in a relationship. What women want is a nigga to let her drive his car, put him in a crib, feed him, feed her, entertain her, let her drive his shit, put her in a crib. That's what women want. Women want provision. When women try to do the same for men, they can only do it with broke men because they don't know how to be women. They want to be masculine providers. Cool. Zero theory, right? When men support dreams, this is how that works. If this was a woman, I mean, women don't come in black, but if you had a white girl, you would know what I'm saying is true. A better understanding of believing in someone's dream is you want to be a chef. What girls will do is they'll eat your food and they'll say, well, I was girl voice. I have to pursue his dream. When he made lasagna, I ate some of the lasagna and I told him if it was good or not. That is a woman's version of supporting the dream. Taking your shit and being like, all right, if she truly supported your dream, she would buy pots and pans. She would gift you a cookbook. She would refer you to a site. She would tell you what schools have culinary arts classes. And, and if you was going to use her car, know what your school schedule is so you can use her car to go to culinary classes. That is supporting the dream. What she did was try to support a man, but she did not support the dream. It is the purpose that makes the man. If you don't support the purpose, you're not supporting the dream. She ain't said shit about, man, this is us at the comedy show when he was doing open mics. Man, you know what I'm saying? He told me this such and such joke, and I was like, nah, you got to rework it. But, girls don't know comedy. The things that it takes to support a dream are the things that men do for women that men used to do for each other, which we're going to get to in a minute. When men support men's dreams, everybody gets results. I've told you guys several times how disheartening I am, how bad it hurts my feelings when niggas like, I ain't got to follow no man, I'm my own man. All the time, breaks my heart. Like they missed the biggest part of manhood, the hunting in packs. The 5 dudes in a matching t-shirt. Part of working smarter and not harder is leverage. It's the leverage of using a dolly instead of trying to pick it up with your hands. It just makes life easier. I want to show you guys something. Like as y'all come in, man. Like as y'all come in. If it's in your heart, donate to the daycare. And I wish I knew how to use these clips. Anyway, Show you guys something. Every man isn't every capable man putting the squares in your circle, man. Putting the squares in your circle. Every capable man, because every man ain't capable. Lord knows every man ain't capable. An incapable man should end up with travel one. But every capable man should have these 4 types of men in his circle. Show you something real quick. We're gonna go through this quick. Like I said, I ain't gonna be here too long, man. Like the stream, man. Send your heart, donate to the daycare. If y'all get anything out of this. This is a flow chart. You are the CEO of your life. But just because you're the CEO of your life doesn't mean you're the CEO of other people's lives, right? But you want to be one of these 5 people, right? So these are your four people in your circle. Now you're the CEO of your life, but you may end up in any one of these 4 positions of somebody else's life because they're the CEO of their life, right? You don't have to be the man of all men. You just have to know your place. So you being the CEO of your life, you know what your skill set is. You should know. You should know what your skill set is. And if you know what you need, if you know your purpose, then you know who and what you need in order to fulfill your purpose, right? If you have a lot of different interests, you may have different circles of 4 friends for every interest that you have, right? But guarantee you the CEO of your life. What you need is, I'm sorry over here. You need a MacGyver. The MacGyver is, I got to clip MacGyver. We're going to talk about MacGyver in a minute. Put a pin in that. But you need a person that is a resourceful person, not human resource person, a resourceful person, a person that can see an opportunity, eloquate it to you in such a way, and know how to make something out of nothing. You know what? I am going to show that MacGyver clip because I need to eloquate this. Check this out. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. There was this old show named MacGyver. I ain't gonna play the volume on it though, because I don't want to get flagged. MacGyver used to be able to make anything out of anything. So, like in this clip right here, right? I'm gonna speed it up. So the whole thing is they in some type of trap. Because they always in some type of trap. Because it's MacGyver, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you gonna do, right? You can't have a show without MacGyver being in trouble. So MacGyver will see these little items everywhere, right? I'm gonna pause it right here though. So all he sells a hanger, some type of cloth, and I don't know what that is. And somehow he's tied up. Now MacGyver is a resourceful dude. He is somehow going over, kicking out grates. I ain't seen this clip. I just know MacGyver. I know MacGyver do awesome shit. So he's finding little wires or whatever he's doing. I don't know. We watching it together. He took the hanger, hooked the hanger to a wire. MacGyver be doing some awesome shit, bro. MacGyver was crazy, bro. Like, for real. Oh, he making an electrical grid? Oh, he done turned on the heater? Oh, he melting the... He did all that just to melt? That's crazy. MacGyver was doing way too much for that. And if you already got your hands off, why you use that for your feet? Just tear it off, bro. You know what? But it's MacGyver. Like, what you gonna do, right? MacGyver gonna do MacGyver stuff. And now somehow he gonna break down a bomb because he MacGyver, right? Now he gonna break down a bomb and disable a bomb with bubblegum wrappers or something, whatever's available. Whatever's available, that's what MacGyver doing. MacGyver a player like that. So when you need a MacGyver type of friend, a friend that can see opportunities and maybe bring them to you because they match your skill set, right? Which brings us back to, at any given time, you can be anywhere in this group of 5. You may be CEO, and somebody else may bring the idea to you, and they CEO of they plan, and you may fall into any of these other brackets. But you know a person by their 4 associates, right? You show me 4 of their friends, I'll show you what he is, right? So the second type of friend you need, you may be that, or you may need that, is a natural born leader. Somebody that can mobilize the troops. Like, for instance, I may be VIP in a lot of places, but I'm not popular. Like, I can get in, they be like, yo, they go dirty. But if I send an invite, I could never be a party promoter. I can't get 500 people to show up for me. 500 people might let me in for free, but 500 people won't show up for me. The way that I interact with people is a very intimate, individual basis, because I don't really like people like that. But there's some people that are people's people. They like a crowd, and they can be party promoters. They can go out here and get 50 people to show up at their crib for a football game. You need, if you are not that person, you need that type of person on your team, because that type of person will accidentally be part of your network system, right? So you got your MacGyver friend. They be like, "Yo, I heard pork rinds is on the move," and then you got your popular friend who knows a dude. Like, I know a nigga that got pork rinds right now, right? The third friend you need is a tech friend. Now, that doesn't really matter what type of tech it is. He could be IT. He could be um anything, bro. But you need that administrator. You know what I'm saying? You need that one friend that can make sure that the operation flows smooth, right? Because just because you know how to do something doesn't necessarily mean that you know the formula to get it done, right? So your MacGyver friend, that's like R&D. You know, this particular friend, your administrator or tech friend, whatever, is the person that helps you bring your values to life, your purpose to life. That would be the person who was like, yo, you want to be a cook? This is what we need to do. We need to set up this, do that. Here's the paperwork for that. Man, you need this is the list of equipment that you need. This is the funding for it. You need that guy. You need that guy. Either you are that guy or you need that guy, right? And the fourth friend that you need is a motherfucker that know how to fight, bro. Because, and when I say know how to fight, don't get all black woman on me. Don't be like, oh, I don't want no thugs. He could be ex-military. You know what I'm saying? Be fresh home from Iraq. It don't matter. But it doesn't make sense to if you can't protect what you earn, you're just accumulating stuff for the bigger bullet. So you need that one person on your team that's either that's respected enough so you can keep your shit. You need security. So you need that one friend that everybody either has reverence or fear for. You need that one friend that can do everything to make your dream come true. With that one friend that's resourceful enough to tell you how to what's popping and what's not popping. And you in whatever position you play, right? Because you're the CEO of your life. You may you might be the resourceful dude, right? You might not be here on their list. You might be over here, right? A great example of a team like that would be the big homie, right? The 18. I ain't gonna play the value. But you had that one guy who was generally, the charismatic. Well, he wasn't even that. He was the movement shaker, right? He was the one that made everything, what I call them, the admin or the IT or whatever. That is who Hannibal was, right? This is the mover and shaker. This is a dude that knows everybody. They be all in the mix. You know what I'm saying? All in the Kool-Aid, charismatic. He the person that can get 500 people to come to your event if he had to. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what his name was, though. I guess we're going to find out in a minute. Oh, they don't even tell you. I don't even know who she is. Why the fuck they put her on the show? She don't count. This is... I don't even know who he would be, bro. I don't even know what Murdoch would be. He just crazy as shit. He not security necessarily. He not necessarily the answer, but he ain't this security. Mr. T is security. Mr. T is a dude that makes sure that don't nobody take your shit. So while everybody else is doing their part, he the dude on the team that everybody like, you know what? We ain't gonna mess with them, man. Let them keep their shit. And then it's you. Whatever value you bring. So I'm assuming, pause. I'm assuming that in this particular scenario, you or I or whoever would be the girl who I've never seen before in that script, right? You would be that fifth person. So you will have a Hannibal, you will have a pretty face dude, you will have Murdoch, the crazy dude, you'll have B.A. Baracus, the security, and then you. Whatever position, I don't even know what the fuck she do, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't even remember. It's been a long time since I saw the A team, but I'm assuming she does something. I don't know what she does, but that would be you or I. That's the fifth person around the other four people, and I'm sure she does something to be the glue to all that. I ain't seen the show in decades, but motivational say should have had a better hierarchy, God damn it, hierarchical leadership structure than Turtles. Maybe. But what I say, man? Hey, shout out to that, bro. Shout out to that. Like y'all come in, man. Like y'all come in. Y'all donate to the daycare. Yo, I appreciate, by the way, man. I appreciate everybody who been supporting the brand, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Dirty folks. Dirty folks. Dirty folks. Know your soul. Know your soul.
I woke up feeling a certain type of way because I needed some tax preparation done. And I didn't have a tax preparer in my Rolodex, man. And I was like, yo, that's kind of crazy. And I know tax preparers, but they not tribe. They not part of the circle. So, I mean, I can still get it done for whatever they charge and they get it done. But I'm like, yo, that's something. I don't like to go out house. I like to stay in house. I mean, there are more things you can have in house than just pussy, gentlemen. But I like to stay in house because I just prefer to know who I'm dealing with. I want to show y'all something else real quick. I'm gonna drop the link in case somebody want to hop up. I ain't gonna be here too long though. I want to show y'all something else that I found as I was scrolling through this because I'm gonna have to come back on StreamYard and double back on all these clips. I was cleaning my computer and deleted all the clips, man. This was crazy. I don't know why I did that. Cause I ain't even got my hour 5 clip in my Rolodex. I had to come over here. I'll show you guys something real quick that I found in here. This ain't what I was looking for. Can't find it. Back to the zero theory real quick. And this is for the homie Pete, if he watch. The only way that the zero theory works is because, oh my man, back. The only reason zero theory works is because black men especially, but liberal men in general, have been poisoned to believe that girls with clothes on are important. No, don't get it twisted. Coochie is delicious, bro. Get you some. Get you some cooch, man. Coochie is delicious. Get you some. However, don't concern yourself with anything that they say, because everything they say is a lie. They all code switchers, right? We just saw that Love Dorsey just code switched in real time. The reason that so many men, especially young men, but men in general, the reason so many men have issues communicating with women, especially when you're young, is because they don't know how to talk to women. Like girls don't speak English, but girls don't speak English, right? So now you're trying to figure out how to talk to somebody, and who you're talking to about other guys, right? So now you and the guys is discussing how to talk to a girl. You know why? Because girls don't understand words. Girls have no comprehension skills. So you spend a lot of time trying to figure out what to say to somebody because you don't know what they'll understand. And the truth of the matter is they don't understand shit. So they just gonna fuck you up. What's going on, Royce? How you feeling, baby? You know you're on mute, right? I ain't got that. You on mute.
Yeah, what up, Dirty man? How you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm feeling, I'm feeling active today, man. I'm feeling active. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, that's good, man. That's good, man. Hey, listen, this is a good show you're talking about. I mean, not to say that all your shows aren't good, because you talk about stuff a lot of people are afraid to talk about. But this show in particular, man, it hits home for me because I actually have what you refer to. I have an 18. So and what's funny is it's different military buddies of mine who, we all had the jobs in the military that go into the 18. And so, when I was recruiting them guys for it, it was like a joke, but then everybody got together, was like, damn, we really are an 18. And we have our military occupations. Like I got my one guy, he's a weapons guy. He an 11B. I'm an engineer. I'm a 12B. I got another guy that's a medic, another guy that's a comms guy. And so and then we have an intel person, which is what the girl was on
That's
the
what she
18.
was. I was
Yeah,
about
she
to
was
ask you, like,
intel.
I knew you was old. I'm like, what the fuck did she do, bro?
Yeah, she was intel. She was basically, she'd get the information. She was the one that had the informants, and she knew the people. She knew who needed to be known, and she could tell, hey, so and so is gonna be over here, and if you go over here and meet him, you go meet up at this spot at this time, A, B, C, and D can happen. So I'm familiar with that concept. And so on that side, I have an A team, and we all joke about it. But also on the side outside of the military, each one of these guys, we all have certain things that when we need to get certain stuff done, there's a person that has some expertise in that field outside of the military. So it's like, if you need, some construction stuff done, or you need to go buy some stuff and you need better prices, everybody's got kind of a role to kind of help the other person to help the other guys in the group get certain stuff done. And now it don't cover everything, but like you say, a man by his four closest friends. It kind of works that way to where certain stuff we do, it kind of helps. And that's how us, and that's how we kind of operate. So I think that's important, with the points that you brought up, is that you have people like that. Like you have a guy that, is good in making connections. You have a somebody that's handy with stuff like that. You have a person that you have a money man. You have different things like that. And I think the problem with guys that come to these spaces is that they don't have anybody. And you talk about that a lot with you say, what is it, 7 or 5 or like 7 or 15 men can change the tide of or take over a country. Basically, you have a situation where men don't need a whole lot of people to get stuff done, but we're dealing with guys who really don't have anything outside of the internet. It's just them. They go to work, they come home, they turn on, the computer or social media, whatever, and that is pretty much their life. And a lot of times they're antisocial. They don't want to make new friends and be friendly for the sake of being friends and networking. If I can't get none out of them, I don't want nothing to do with them. And it's like you can't be that way. I tell guys all the time, listen, learn how to play golf. If you want to get in the business and you want to make connections, you want to network, go learn how to play golf. And black guys look at me like I'm stupid. I'm like, do you know how many business deals are made on the golf course?
I just want to learn how to drive a caddy. I want to put a pin in that, the money man thing. But speaking of that.
Hey, baby, how much do you need?
Not much. Just enough for a new wig and a BBL.
Can dirty folks get some cash apps too, please kind sir?
All right, it was a reason. Man, dope discussion, bro. Like, donate to the channels, peoples. Tribe up. Anyway, there's a reason I left the money man out.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody to stress the money man is a female trait, and niggas already got feminine energy, right?
Yeah.
The money man is needed, but the money is immaterial to the crew for this reason. Let's say I have an idea, and you the money man.
Yeah.
And you say, yo, I give you 10 racks on that, right? But I don't have my 18. Now I still got to do all the work or spend a whole 10 outsourcing.
That's true. That's true. That's absolutely true. I agree 110%, because what good is the money man if you don't have some type of organization, if you don't have people who are willing to fill certain roles, but you just got a money man. If that money man has any sense, he's a money man for a reason. He's gonna be like, "No, man, what kind of business plan we got?" So yeah, I agree.
So I had to reclassify because I don't check my emails. I got like 7 emails. Yeah. So I had to reclassify with the feds because try to go big, bro. Go fed or go home, right? I don't really deal with the state, so I go straight fed. So I'm in the database earlier, registering for fed contracts because it's been so long since I've been on the site that I had a DUNS number. They don't even take DUNS no more. They had a whole nother number they got to send to me, right?
Yeah.
And during the course of that, they like, yo, I had my IRS paperwork. I And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, I hope they don't ask for returns because I ain't found my returns.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even have I don't have a tax preparer on the team.
Yeah, you need that. You need somebody that does taxes and bookkeeping. Yeah, yeah. Depending on what you do, you gotta have the right structure, man.
Right.
So I get it. I
So
get it.
because I can do it, I just don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And just because I can do it doesn't even mean that I know what I mean, I can follow instructions. You know what I'm saying? But
Right. See
don't know
that
how
there's a difference between being able to do the basics and following instructions as opposed to having somebody that not only can do that, but they know the ins and outs and they know shortcuts and actually hacks to make stuff better. So yeah, I get it.
All right, so I'm like, I need a CPA on the team,
Yeah.
and so that's kind of what inspired my thought. All the thing about the zero theory that was for Gorilla Pete. I was like, you know
Mm-hmm.
what though, but it's still the same because women have a great A team. It's all the
Mm-hmm.
dudes they don't sleep with.
Yeah.
But that's because girls can fuck you or they can help you, but they can't do both.
Man, you know what? I was explaining that to somebody the other day, and actually, when you played that on that earlier video you did, where you had Patrice O'Neal, and he was talking about how his ex, how she's nice now that she's his ex, she's cool. You know, that's the thing, man. They got to be an employee or they got to be, a bed warmer. They have a hard time. Most of them have a hard time doing both.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
I
liberal
know.
girl magic. Well, all liberal girls are black because Karen's a new black and Gay's a new black. So that's black girl magic. But that's really just liberal girls in general.
Yeah.
The, so you got to make a decision. Girls are great at that. I had a home girl, and I kind of sort of miss her, but I really don't miss her. And the reason being is because she would do anything for me because I wouldn't sleep with her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even think she wanted to sleep with me. So I don't even think that was really like the problem. But I could go in her crib, you know what I'm saying? Go straight to her fridge, start making a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? She'll even cook for me. You don't even cook for your boyfriend. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I will have
Hey,
to suffer through those conversations about her boyfriend.
yeah. Now, Corey Holcomb, speaking of what you just talked about, Corey Holcomb talked about a girl that he used to stay with when he was coming up. In between them times, he was getting money and just dealing with the struggle. He had a friend who was a female we never slept with. She let him, stay at the house and stuff and get himself together. And even though he saw her naked one day and he wanted to get it, he didn't because that would mess up their friendship and what it was he had to do. And because that's a real thing. When you have women like that, when you have women like that, you have to, and this is the thing that guys need to understand. You have to have roles. Some women are for sleeping with, some women are for working, some women are for marriage because they can kind of figure out how to get them to do both. Some are for, nurturing or something. You have to have different roles and you have to understand them enough to know which roles they fit in best. The problem with guys is that, with a lot of guys, is that they um they feel an emotional way too much about women and they think all women are the same and they're not. And so what happens is they, because they love women or they hate them, because they have an emotion, they don't know how to organize them. So this is why they tell you when you bring up polygamy, oh, well, I can only handle one woman at a time, because they don't understand women. And really, what that comes down to is that they're not handling that one woman at all. She's handling them. And therefore, he can only deal with one boss at a time because he's not the boss.
I totally agree with that. That was great. You know what? My homegirl, I never slept with her. I used to see her naked all the time. You know why I never slept with her? I'm gonna tell you why. The first conversation we had, she said the craziest shit. I mean, her stories was crazy. Like her cognitive dissonance was off the chain. Like I'm like, Shorty, you committed like 14 things he should bury you in the backyard for, and you like, oh, my ex boyfriend one shit. I'm like, whoa. And but I knew her from high school. We didn't hang out in high school, but I knew her from high school, and I ran into her one day in the streets, and she was like, I know you from high school. And I'm like, yeah. And I went to her crib, you know what I'm saying, on some cool, just being cool, right?
Yeah.
I get to her crib, she answered the door naked. And then immediately, because your first thought when girl answered the door naked, like, oh yeah. Immediately while the door stayed open, she's like, motherfucker, this is my house. I want to be comfortable in my house, you my company. And so I'm like, oh, she's nuts. Like, and I just didn't have any sexual attraction. She was bad though. I don't know.
I had a similar situation with a county broad. We'll put it that way. So because that would have messed up what she was most useful for. So you had the insight to go, okay, this is not the right one to do that with, but you found another need, another space that she could fill, which worked out better for you. I get it.
Yeah, man. I don't suggest any man talk to any woman they meet online and take her seriously. I can't almost say that all women act like women. All toddlers gonna toddle, but they all don't have the same toxicity. I kind of think all the girls on social media carry the same level of toxicity.
Well, what are all women? It's just different levels of toxicity because a woman is going to woman.
Right.
But at the same time, as far as that out of control, chaotic part, some have better control of it than others.
I'm not even going chaotic. I think the most dangerous girls are ones with good customer service. That's not where I'm going with it. This is what I mean. Women are only as faithful as her options. The reason that women come online and they're only as loyal as their feelings, right? So they come online for a dopamine hit because they want to argue or they want adoration for being cute or whatever. And it's a bad it's a bad takeoff point. How do you say it? How you started is how you ended.
Yeah.
So if you started in a toxic environment, it's going to end toxic. Even if it would have been different had you met her in a grocery store, right?
Yeah.
So I don't suggest it. Like there's no way in the world that Chopper won't be saying this shit in real life, bro. There was a girl that used to talk wow shit. You say wow shit to me on Facebook, and she saw me in public, and her whole energy switched. But I'm the same energy, bitch. Like you know what I'm saying? I ain't going. And I remember after talking all that shit, we had a mutual friend. Shout out to the homie Brian. And he introduced us. He was like, man, folks, this shorty, this folks. And she was like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. I was like, yeah, I know, right? And my boy just started laughing. I started laughing. like, oh, yeah, asshole. But I'm like, shorty, I don't need shit from you. Because what I understood is she wanted to steal my intellectual property, right?
Right.
She was like, I heard you, and I know you're doing such and such, and you want my intellectual property without giving me any benefit. Or you want a free argument, and I don't fight what I don't fuck. That's why I ignore girls on my chat. Like I don't have any free arguments. You don't care about your body. I don't know why men pay women for her body. She don't care about her body. She give it away for free. She play with toys and all type of shit.
Right. Put all kinds of weird inanimate objects in there.
Battery operated. She's gonna electrocute herself, and y'all paying for a girl who put batteries on her shit. It's weird. It's strange.
Right. Like they be worried about body count. And I'm like, dude, she done stuck 4 plunges up in her last 2 days ago.
You know? If you really knew how she kept the bubbles going in her bath water, bro.
Man.
So I don't concern myself with that. I know what she really wants is an emotional attachment, regardless whether it's positive or negative. So, like arguing, I don't argue. I'm not trying to prove nothing. I don't. There's nothing that you told a girl that she ain't heard for the last 15 years. She just don't care. Like, it makes no sense to talk. The only
Yeah.
thing they're trying to do is learn how to manipulate you, how to weaponize your love for women. Like, I hate these toddlers, but my hate is righteous. My hate isn't. It's a logical hate. It's not an emotional hate, right? Like, I got female friends. I'm about to go hang out with one now. We're gonna crack jokes. They gonna tell me some bullshit. We're gonna drink tequila. We're gonna have a fun time. I don't hate who they are. I hate what they are, because I know what they are is the enemy of what I am supposed to be, right?
Right.
Because they'll ask like, and you'll think because they have a use that they'll be useful, but women aren't full of use.
Right.
Women have enough use to sell the drink. Have you ever? Okay, like I don't know how to fix cars. I know how to do certain things, but I'm not a auto repair, right?
Right.
But I know what's wrong with my car.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how to fix it, but I can tell you that what you're trying to charge me for ain't what I need. Right?
Right.
Women have that ability. They don't know shit about cars, but that's what they do to men. They have just enough knowledge to sell the product, but they don't know how the product works.
Right.
That's the Love Dorsey. That's why she switched up her whole script. Melanie King switched up her script. Jessica X switched up her script.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is the market. I know how to look like a product that people want to buy. I know how to sell it based on what they told me that they wanted, right?
Bro, yes. And this is why. Let me cut in for a second because you're cooking right now. But this is why I tell guys all the time, especially I tell this to black guys especially. Black women are used to giving they're good at giving interviews and they're good at first impressions for when they want something like job interviews and stuff. That's why you have to get past the external packaging and the initial presentation, and you have to know what they are in their regular life, because that could be very different than what they're presenting as their public face.
You know what's so crazy about that?
What?
I agree with you. I was just thinking about my life. This is what's so crazy about that.
Yeah.
The first date interview.
Yeah. It's a job interview to them. Yeah.
I get it. But
yeah.
What she's selling is the illusion of sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm fucking in 45 minutes, my nigga. Because your interview process includes everything you're talking about. Let's get this out the way now. And I'll tell them, I like, look, shorty, you don't know a person until money or sex is involved. And that's men or women. You don't know a person until money or sex is involved. Your boy might be your boy until y'all like the same girl. Until he owe you $20. You know what I mean? So let's get that out the way so I can know the real you. I ain't got to listen to the bullshit because you're going to gaslight me for 2-3 weeks. And they normally come clean and be like, you know, I really ain't worth nothing. I'm like, I know, short, you a girl.
Yeah.
And we can proceed from there.
Yeah.
So I'm with you on that. I just take things to its fullest logical conclusion. So I just try to skip through it. I already know you got touched as a kid. I already know, like whatever you was gonna tell me. Every girl say it, but all y'all think you got a special story. I heard.
I'm different. I'm me. I'm not like other girls. Bitch, you are just like other girls. You all say that.
Every girl's not like every other girl, but somehow all y'all fit the same clothes and got the same hairstyle. Go figure, right?
Right.
Yeah, but I'm with you on that. I respect that even though women don't respect their friend zone, which is why guys are in the friend zone. I respect women's ability to have a friend zone, and I don't understand what's with these new guys that they don't have the same.
Man, you know why? Because you're dealing with guys that are operating from a scarcity mindset. Like, okay, a guy like you, even though we grew up in slightly different eras, kind of the same but different, and we grew up in slightly different parts of the city, but the experiences are largely the same. And because if you understand Chicago, you know how to move. You could be out of any of the groups, and if you moving right and you understand your hunting grounds, you can have a lot of sex in Chicago. It's a lot of it's a they giving it away. They was giving it away in the 90s. They giving it away now. The thing is that because you know that, you understand that there are things that you need beyond just sex. Whereas most guys, again, we dealing with guys that, they don't, they go to work, they come home, they go to school, they come home, and they're either at work or in the house, and they're not outside, they're not out touching pavement, they're not out, mingling with real, with women outside of the internet and stuff. So when they do, they come across the women, they come across different women, and it's like the pressure, that self-imposed pressure of trying to figure out if they can have sex with her or not is always present. When you have an abundance mindset, you already know, okay, I could probably knock this chick in the next 20 minutes, but that's not, she's not what I need for that. What I need her for is because she knows how to do taxes. What I need her for is she is hooked up with people at City Hall. She could walk my application to the desk of management and get me a job. It's like those guys, they'll fuck it up because they'll be trying to have sex with the chick when all you need from her is whatever access she offers or whatever skill set she has, and they don't know how to keep it friendly and manage that, and
Get that, but that's not even where I'm going with it. Okay, so if you grew up in Chicago in the 90s and early 2000s,
mm-hmm.
then the car wash was the place to be.
Right.
If you go to the car wash, you'll meet everybody from a bank president to a big time drug dealer and everything in between.
Right.
It was like the greatest place in that work. And
Right.
girls used to go to the car wash just to see what type of guys was going to the car wash. It was almost not a club atmosphere, but like a mixer atmosphere.
It was like going downtown to take Chicago on a smaller scale.
Right. So when I'm using the car wash as an analogy, but this was all through the city, there was always a guy who saw something in another guy, and deals were made depending on what your socioeconomic level was, right?
Right.
Matter of fact, this is a true story. True story. I've told this story before, but true story. So one day I'm in the car wash. Now I'm thinking about the car wash. One day I'm in the car wash and I'm trying to get some money. I'm messed up in the game. I'm messed up. I got robbed by a family member. I'm messed up. So I got robbed and I can't get my lick back, right? So I'm at the car wash. I say, man, I just need to get $200 real quick so I can make a move. I'm washing cars. I'm on my second car. I've made a total of $7, right? Off the first car. I'm on my second car. I'm washing a dude car. I'm like 17 years old. I'm washing a dude car. He looked at me. He said, yo, folks, you smoking crack? I'm like, nah, nigga, I don't smoke no fucking crack. He was like, man, what you washing cars for? Only crackheads wash cars. I said, man, I'm trying to save my money so I can get some. He goes in he tell me, hey, get off my car. Call the little crackhead over, tell him to finish washing the car. Like I said, I'm 17. This is 1990.
Mm-hmm.
He cracks the trunk. He gives me a black collar. When the HBCU sweatshirts was hot,
yeah,
he gave me, it was either Howard or a Hampton or something. He gave me a HBCU sweatshirt, a pair of Air Maxes, and a quarter ounce of crack. It was like, go out here and earn like a man. Kick me out the car wash.
Wow.
Never saw him before. Never saw him since. Wouldn't recognize him if I saw him. but that was what was in his heart. Like,
Wow.
go out here and earn like a man. I'm not suggesting everybody get correct, but I saw all type of things happen. I saw people who worked at Church's Chicken just be like, yo, shorty, you 15, you get a work permit, man. I'm a manager at Church's, man. Slide through. You work out. Like, everything was popping. There was a time where men wanted to see other men be all right.
Which is, speaking of what you said, which is why I'm a big fan and supporter of Willie Williams. Because when I was 17, Willie Williams gave me my first job. So as much as people talk about him with that lisp, I am a fan of Willie Williams. And if you know exactly who he is,
Yeah.
but people that either don't know him or they see him and they laugh at him, I'm like, that dude was a billionaire, and that dude helped out a lot of people back in the day that needed help. So, whatever he's doing, I support.
Yeah, that's up his name, Willie Wilson. But yeah,
Willie Wilson, right? Willie Wilson.
I'm gonna show you though. Look, for people who don't know who Willie Wilson is. I'm gonna show you Willie Wilson. Willie Wilson cannot talk. He wanted to be a mayor. He filthy rich, but he can't talk to save his life, bro. He got a lisp out of this world, like a country drawl lisp at that. It's crazy. But this is who he's talking about. The man who gave him an opportunity.
There he is. I worked at his McDonald's. Oh, he had one on Loomis and Roosevelt.
That's indiscernible. That's how you talk. It's just indiscernible.
Right.
We're gonna give $100.
Willie Wilson visiting a senior home on Chicago's South Side last Friday, creating excitement with residents with a cash giveaway. But this is also generating concern on the campaign trail.
You're running for mayor of the city of Chicago. You're passing out money to our older individuals.
Okay, here's my problem, right? So Roderick Sawyer, right?
Yeah.
Rod Sawyer is a 6th Ward alderman, and he's the son of Tom Sawyer, who was the mayor after Harold Washington had the heart attack. He was an incumbent mayor. Rod has been around politics his whole life. Rod has done more for the Arabs in the 6th Ward than he's done for any 6th Ward resident.
I believe it.
I know Rod. So I ain't got no beef. I mean, he'll buy me a drink, but once again, buying me a drink doesn't help me fish, right? Giving me a fish doesn't help me fish. Right. So he doesn't. He helps the queens and he helps the Arab men. He doesn't help the black men.
Right.
In his ward, and I think that's crazy. But I'm pretty sure you're gonna say something about Willie shouldn't give out money like he buying votes, but
hey, listen. It is my opinion that Willie Wilson is everything Brandon Johnson should have been, and Brandon Johnson is doing the opposite of Willie Wilson, of what Willie Wilson would have done. Willie Wilson would have took Chicago out of the situation it's in right now.
Yeah, I just wanted people to hear how he talk, because that's why people don't like Willie, because they say he's not intelligent because he's not articulate. But y'all like a lot of articulate idiots, bro. There's a lot of articulate.
Dirty, I got a saying. If you want something said very articulate and with great confidence, but that is utterly stupid when you really pull it apart, get a black woman to say it.
AOC, Alexandria Ortiz Coast, fact.
Posting on his campaign's Facebook page, another cash giveaway, one of 5 similar stops he made that same day. Wilson defending his philanthropy as it's something he's done for years.
We always done that. I'd rather lose the election versus see somebody starve me to death.
In fact, Wilson came under scrutiny in 2018 for giving.
Yeah, Willie can't talk to save his life, but he was a man that was the way that he treated you, the way that he gave you an opportunity to feed yourself as a young man.
Yeah.
The disgraced Congressman Mel Reynolds did that for him.
Yeah.
So there was always a time men were on top because men help men. When I hear guys like, "Oh, I ain't gonna follow no man, I don't need no man," it breaks my heart. Like, bro, you'll be dependent on your paycheck forever, and then a girl gonna do you wrong, and you gonna end up in the zero theory.
Dude, Old man Stroger was another one, man. If you know, if you got to be within his presence, and you halfway act like you had some sense, or if you knew somebody that knew him and he met you, he would, and he liked you, he would tell you, "Hey, listen, um, go fill out this application, go to such and such, give it to such and such, tell him I said, give this to you," and the next thing you know, you would have a job. And back in the day, when the dailies were still in office, that's how the game was played. And a lot of black dudes from the West Side was able to get jobs through Citizens for a Better West Side because of that. And after Daley got out of office and they started doing this other stuff, Rahm Emanuel got in. All of that stuff went away. It's like all of the deals went to black women and who cut their own deals, and they cut black men out.
Okay,
And there's no plug now.
Let's be fair. Black women cut black men out.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
You ain't say that. That's probably what you meant. You said that like the administration cut black men out.
No, I meant that black women they cut a separate deal, cut black men out of that deal, with starting with the Emanuel administration, and that's what has been going forward.
Well, it started. To be fair, bro, it started with that last term of Daley when Daley was after he stole all that money because we didn't get the Olympics.
Oh yeah,
Daley stole $50 million because he thought Chicago was going to get the Olympics, and the Olympics went to Rio instead. And the day they said it was going to Rio, he was like, "All right, I'm about to retire." Maggie did, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just started pointing people. The problem was, here's the real problem. The problem is nobody in Chicago votes, so there was nothing but gays and women in the alderman slots.
Yep.
And old gangbangers, but they was out for show. And he started promoting people from within, like, "Okay, you black, I'll put you in a slot." And a lot of those old Negroes, because boomer men really hate younger men. So you had a bunch of boomer men who wanted to be the only good man, which is the problem I got with niggas online right now. They want to be the only good man. Like, I ain't gonna follow no man.
Highlander niggas.
Like, bro, you ain't always gonna be at the top of the pyramid. But you were square in the circle. But anyway, I digress. So he had all them boomer men and all those black women, and nobody looked out for the guys. It's like, all the guys will figure it out. We gotta save the girls. Women want to save women, old men want to save women. Who gonna save the boys, right?
Exactly.
So that's what happened, and that's where my hate started. Because I was dealing with the administration. I was trying to get my books in the schools and in the jails. Was doing contracts or other shit, and I always ran into a black woman. So in my personal life, y'all ain't good girlfriends, and in my professional life, y'all can't get a application through without me including girls. Like, I got a boys club. Like, why would I include girls? It's a boys club, nigga.
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of what you just said, man, right before I retired, there was a black female I was working with who sat on a scholarship board, and she had a situation where she had 5 kids competing for the scholarship, and it was one white girl, 2 black girls, an Asian kid, and a black kid. And now it was a black boy. And now all of these other kids was just straight academics, and they had good grades and stuff to take nothing away from them. The black boy was a student athlete, plus he was involved in Rotary Club and some other stuff. He was busy, so he was like a B- student, but he was doing all of this other stuff, and he applied for the scholarship. And she asked me, she said, she explained the situation to me, and she said, "Which one should I give the scholarship to?" And I immediately said, "The black boy. Look at all of the stuff that he's doing. He needs it the most. And she was like, I'm not giving it to him. He got the worst grades. I was like, but look at everything else he's doing. He's not a professional student. He's he's the most well-rounded student. She was like, I'm not giving it to him. I'm giving it to one of these black girls. And I was like, this is the bullshit right here that black men have to deal with. You can't even try to be well-rounded and show yourself as the best overall competitor and get a hand up from these people, because number one, black women are going to look at gender, and then they're going to look at grades instead of looking at, okay, who has the best balance of all of this stuff. So that's why, going back to what you was talking about, you need to have black men in different places with different access, different resources, access to different areas or knowledge and expertise, so that, you know, stuff like this can kind of be looked at different and to the benefit of other black men, you know. But everybody want to say Keisha.
You know how I feel about that, right?
This is one of the few African Americans you will ever find attending a KKK rally. More than attending, he is welcome.
I got more respect for that black man than I do you white niggers out there.
I got more in common with the Grand Wizard than I do with my sister, bro. What's going on, Snow? You ain't got here late, man. I'm about to get off. What's going on, though, Snow?
Shit, what's going on, man?
What's up, Chuck Black?
You know, there can be only one.
Yes, sir.
The only one, man. Which is crazy.
Everyone else has got to suffer through the quickening.
But what's crazy is the person that's only one, they gonna go down the quickest.
Right.
You can't even pitch a tent.
Have no support.
No support. Because your girl can't support you. Your girl is gonna be looking for you. You're gonna lose your life trying to save her. She only gonna live 30 seconds longer than you.
They're gonna put her mouth on the next phallus that she think can save her.
And that's why you just turn around and run the other way. There can be only one, sir.
Hey, so why not me? I'm with you on that, bro.
And sometimes the only way to be that one is to make a mad retreat.
I'm with that.
Retreat isn't always necessarily.
Don't call it a retreat. Call it a regroup.
Well, we have in the military. It was called a tactical retreat, where you fall back, regroup, reorganize, and hit it again.
Yeah, retreat doesn't always necessarily mean defeat.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It just means I see that I'm approaching this the wrong way. I need to fall back and restructure this.
Yeah, man. That was my whole day today. I wasn't even gonna do a show. I'm all about the restructure, man. Like I said, go fair to go home. I'm in there and they asked me to apply. It was so crazy. I went in, they were like, "Yo, are you gonna apply as a different nationality?" And I'm like, "Not yet, because I don't have 15 people." But so you know, I got to get out the mud. But everything is out here. The rebrand is everything to me, because everything is out here, right? What I want to do is I want to replace the Urban League. I don't want to hear any reparations talk.
Replace it with what, though?
With me.
Again, replace it with what, though?
Slavery.
Look, dude, I know as much as it looks like some will fall in line because, you know, they're actively self-segregating right now and going against everything that, you know, the civil rights movement fought for. I think that you're going to get pushback, and a lot of it.
Okay, the civil rights movement was a movement to put women in charge of the world. So,
and men have allowed women to be in charge so long that they don't know any other way anymore.
I get that, and I understand that, and I understand pushback that you got here late. You didn't understand that one of my 4 friends got to be a shooter. Don't even worry about that.
Pick me.
Oh man, yeah, go get the feds and all the rest of the guys that was in your militia. Yeah, I'm with that.
I mean, I already know how the feds operate. So
Yeah, me too. But I digress, right? So I'm with that. I don't care about the pushback. The resistance is what makes the offense stronger, right? It makes the all-star game better. A little bit of resistance. I'm cool with that. The thing is, if you we're we're living in a social. I don't want to say we're a socialist nation or a
we
communist nation.
fucking dude, we're like 3 bills away from being communist.
Right. And the pushback has to come from men. The pushback will never come from women because women will just take the check.
Women won't push back. Period. You know,
They're gonna go along to get along.
they'll hop on that dick like Royce was saying.
Right. Because nothing changes for them. I always say slavery was the best time in America for women.
Why do you think I've been saying that? You know, the women don't operate any different than what they always have. They just found a bunch of dudes that were dumb enough to believe them.
And a bunch of dudes that will fight for them instead of fighting against their propaganda. And I'm with that. I understand. All I wanted, I just want to be a national organization so I can get that reparation money. Because the reparation money is being given all the time, but they don't call it reparations.
Right? They call it subsidies. They call it bailouts,
Grant subsidies, bailouts.
Right, social service programs,
kickbacks.
all that, and all those things go to women, regardless of race. They all go to women.
Well, the reason why they give it to women is predominantly, you know why that is, don't you?
Yeah, women gonna put it right back in the.
Exactly. They know women are going to spend it.
Right.
And so why would they give a grant to someone that's going to sit on it and wait until they need it before they use it and actually use it on what they need it for?
Right. God forbid you have a cachet set up. You know, God forbid you have a war stash, you know, or a you know, a surplus fund to deal with the what ifs.
Support the stream, people. I ain't got not one supporter today. That's crazy, man. Y'all not loving the content, bro. We really giving life right here, man. You know what? You know what it is, though. What you guys said. Men are minimalist. If you don't include a woman, men are minimalist. So, and the older I got, the more I understood that. Right. The more I understood why my dad.
By minimalist, do you mean they require minimal things to survive and be happy?
To be happy, yeah, like
yes,
an air mattress with a TV on a milk crate.
Oh, dude, you're hitting home right there, man. The only reason why I ever bought my first bed was because the wife was bitching about an air mattress.
Yep.
Dude, I was happy sleeping on that air mattress.
Yep. All of the stuff I bought so that my wife could be comfortable. It's stuff the majority of it I don't need.
I never had a bedroom suit until I had my first girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, the curtains gotta match the couch. That's crazy. We need end tables for what? Like,
dude, my kids didn't even have a Christmas tree in my house until my wife came around. She said I was wrong. I felt that I had one of those fake plastic like palm tree looking things with Christmas lights in it. I felt that did the job good enough.
So we go back to men are minimalist, but absence of a woman, right? So if you give a capable man anything, you know what? Women get credit for everything that men actually do.
Well,
I said that for a long time.
As far as the household goes, you know why men are minimalists in a home when they live by themselves. The more shit they got, the more shit they got to maintain.
Right. Exactly.
Right. But here's the thing, though. Everything women get credit for is really men, right? Men are nurturing. That's why you see a lot of male coaches, but you don't see that many female coaches. Men.
Well, that's because females compete when they get older.
Well, men compete differently. Men
advise. If you're a real man, most men when they get older they advise younger men.
Older, you're right, and I use that analogy all the time, and that's why I think the boomers suck, because you're supposed to be a player in life, you're a player of the game until you're about 30, 35.
Right.
You're supposed to be a coach. Now you're advising the youth.
Yeah, you're supposed to sit back and let the youngins take the reins, man. Let them play.
And train up that next generation
Right.
to be able to do certain stuff, which got lost with the boomers.
Right.
Yeah, they don't know how to sit back with a sense of pride. Like, yeah, look at what
Because
we
they
do.
move like girls move, like they 70, 80 years old, still trying to compete for 30-year-old women. But at that point, you're supposed to be an owner. You're supposed to have all the kickbacks you was going to get when you was a coach, all the NILs and all that. You're supposed to take all that bread, and now you own your own small little enterprise, and just a little something, your little piece of dirt, and you're training the new coaches. Like, yo, bro, this is what I did. This is what I did wrong. You put your own flavor on it. You used to be a player, and it moves on. We lost that. There's so many women that I see talking about legacy. I'm like, how the fuck a bitch gonna talk about legacy? Legacy isn't even a female thing.
What legacy are they gonna have? A bunch of purses and wigs.
Prada and Gucci.
Right. They're gonna buy a bunch of stuff that they can't use no more, can't wear, but they gonna just collect a bunch of stuff and they ain't gonna pass it down. They're gonna
Yeah.
try to take it to the grave.
I was going to say maybe a diamond ring from Jared that they won't even pass down. They'll wear it and make sure that it's on their finger when they die and get buried with it.
Yep. Think about it. If you look back during the silent generation and the greatest generation that took those GI bills, and what did they do? They went and bought houses.
They invested it.
They bought stuff that they could leave to their kids. And then when women started taking over families, them houses, that land got lost.
That's
Those
because
bank accounts.
Royce, when they married daddy government, their generational wealth, they handed down their government fucking checks that they were getting in their welfare and their Section 8. That was the generational wealth that got handed down.
Right. They'll tell you how to fill out Section 8 and welfare applications, but they don't have anything actually useful to pass down. They don't even have, a lot of them don't even have insurance policies to where when they pass, the kids will have some kind of inheritance. So when they talk that generational wealth stuff, I laugh because I'm like, what have you set up to pass on your kids other than debt? The kids,
I was about to say the only thing I got when my mom died was a bill.
Yeah.
The difference between the silent generation passing down their home to the boomers won't pass down their home to their kids.
They'll sell that motherfucker.
They'll sell it
Mm-hmm.
and move to Miami, or
Yep.
they'll
And rent a condo.
a girlfriend in the last 6 months of their life and give her everything.
Or they'll lose it. Let the government take it. Let the bank take it back because they didn't got a refi and bought a Cadillac, so they can drive around and impress bitches.
That's what happened when the wife's dad passed away. His house that he had, the bank ended up taking it because he had refinanced it so many times that they wanted more for the house than what it was worth.
Man, that's crazy.
Reverse mortgages, all type of crazy. But you know what?
That reverse mortgage is just another example of how fucking greedy and selfish fucking boomers are.
Man,
I mean, they literally would take and sell the equity in their house to make sure that their kids don't get it.
That's crazy. I know of a situation right now, in my family on the ADOS side, where the father got he had 200 acres. He died and left the wife 200 acres. She went and got herself a zaddy boyfriend who was a lawyer, and he stole 190 acres of that land. So the kids only got 10 acres, and now they got to fight over that. And it's like 7 kids, and they got to fight over all of this land when they should have had 200 acres to split among them. But because mom, who was a boomer, she felt it was more important to be laid up under a zaddy who didn't have her best interest and didn't have her kids' best interest in heart, and he stole all that land.
I can. You know what? I know a boomer. Her husband died. He was a pilot. I don't know if he was a professional pilot or if he just had a small plane and he liked to fly, but he was a pilot. And the plane crashed, and he had $1 million life insurance policy. And he had to set up in, a trust, but the mom was, his wife was the beneficiary of the trust. And he had a son and a daughter. They were young teens at the time. She found a young boyfriend. She had to be like maybe 50 at that time, late 40s. Found a 26-year-old, 5-year-old boyfriend.
Mm.
800,000 on him, buying him ATVs and what I'm saying, motorcycles, and taking them on trips and all type of stuff.
See, dude, I'm gonna tell you what, Dirty. If I wasn't a decent human being, I would have made a great con artist.
Bro, she tricked like 800 on him. And
wow.
She gave 30. She didn't give them any money. I think she gave them like 10,000 in money, both the kids, and got them a condo. But she didn't pay for the condo. She didn't cash it out. She paid the down payment on it.
Oh wow.
And they lost the condos because she lost all the money. All the money was gone. Another story. This happened to my boy, and she Gen X. My boy Charlie, man. Shout out to Charlie.
This guy was a con artist.
No, her baby daddy was a con artist. So
no, I'm talking about this guy you see right here on my screen. He was a con artist.
Oh yeah,
the young snowman.
Yeah,
that dude was a con artist. He was conning bitches.
Yeah, that's a young man that learned how to play dominoes. I like him. But
right, right.
But nah, I knew this
old white folks. Young Mr. White folks.
I'm telling you, that is young Mr. White folk right there.
He looked racist. He just looked racist. The picture racist.
He was a little bit racist.
Yeah, the picture racist. That's a racist picture. But
the racism is pouring out of his pores.
Oh my God, that's racist.
Yeah, he looked racist. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he probably one of them Aryan Knights. But shout out to the Aryan Knights. They make good pizza. But I know this got my boy Charlie. Shout out to Charlie. He met this girl. His dad his dad died, but his dad wasn't dying when he met the girl. He was living with his dad. This boy was like 28 years old, living with his dad, working at the post office, getting to stack all this bread, right? Paying dad like $200 a month. But he a post office worker. Killing. They had a 5-bedroom house. Him and his dad don't even see each other, right? Met a girl. Girl had 2 kids. Somehow she done slipped her way into his daddy house. His dad tell him, he's like, look, she got to leave. You could stay, but she got to leave. Both of y'all could leave or she could leave. So he ended up like, I love her. And everybody like, yo, bro, she ain't the one, B. Like, she's separating you from all your friends. She arguing with your dad. She's not the one. And she had 2 small kids. So he ended up moving to some little townhouse or apartment or something. And during the course of the day, she decides to go get hit by a truck. Cool.
Awesome.
But she didn't die, though, because she's evil, and evil don't
Not
die,
so
right?
awesome.
Evil don't die. So she lived, but
She
now
couldn't even
she's
commit suicide, right?
but now she like shaking, like she can't, almost like a person that what is it that Michael J. Fox had?
Alzheimer's.
Like no, like Parkinson's.
Parkinson's.
Like
Okay.
she moving like she got Parkinson's, right?
Or she got the alcoholic shakes.
Yeah, she get that type of shit. Like she can't even walk. Like she got a walker and everything. Like she's messed up, right? So now he feel guilty trying to stick with her. He loses his job at the post office because he got to keep taking her back and forth to the hospital. Like all type of stuff, right? And at the meantime, he was with her like 12 years. So in the meantime, he's raising these 2 step kids. He ain't got no kids of his own, right? During the course of that, his dad died. He moves back into his dad's house, and I talk to him from time to time, and Mr. Ralph, and shout out to that. Shout out to Mr. Curry. And he's taking care of this girl. Now, she's suing the truck that hit her.
Of course she is.
And
she can't miss out on an opportunity to get the bag.
And they're going through this lengthy legal battle. Take about 2 years, right? No. No, that's not what happened. She sued, but she took what do you call it? The settlement?
She took a settlement, yeah.
And the settlement was $350,000. But they get up to 7 years to pay.
Right.
So she won the settlement. It's a settlement. So she won the settlement, but they not paying out yet. They're not required to pay out yet. So he just taking care of her She got a little Parkinson, evil ass. She gets the check. The day she gets the check, she moves back to Texas. Don't give my man a dime for the 12 years that he been with her, probably longer than that. The 6 years that he been taking care of her Parkinson walking ass, don't do shit. Goes back to Texas to be with her baby dad. I didn't even know this nigga existed.
Not surprising.
He ain't never called, never did nothing for the boys, never did nothing. She gets to Texas, blows all $350,000 on her baby daddy in less than a year. So $350,000 on her baby daddy.
All right.
As soon as she go back broke, he leave again. Now they living in a car that don't run. Her and her two boys. And then she has the consideration to die with no life insurance though.
Of course.
And I remember the one of the boys was in I don't even know if he's still my Facebook friend, but he used to inbox me like, tell your friend Charlie he bogus. He's supposed to be our daddy. He don't send me no money. I said, hold on, shorty, he ain't your dad. You in Texas with your dad. Oh, he wasn't my dad. He ain't never take care of us. He took all my mama money. That's where you came from. Quit harassing this man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's the problem, right? You would rather blame a stranger that showed you nothing but graciousness instead of blaming your mama for being ain't shit.
Yep. That's messed up. You know what? We could go all night with stories of crazy shit like that, of irresponsible female financial behavior. But the thing about it is, guys are gonna hear this, but they ain't gonna listen.
They ain't gonna listen.
They'll hear it. They're not gonna listen.
You just didn't vet right.
Right, exactly. And what they gonna do is they gonna meet some chick like that, and then they gonna try to build a life with her. And then one day they gonna come home, and baby daddy gonna be there playing an Xbox set up in old boy's bedroom, and you know, she gonna be like, well, I never really wanted to be with you anyway, and all of that stuff. It just happened. It just happened on a video that somebody did a show on it. I don't know if it was either you or Dirty Chuck.
I did a show on it.
Yeah, it stuff like that going. It happens more often than a lot of these guys are willing to believe, but somehow they think, well, it's going to be different with me, you know, but it's not. It's not going to be different. You know, more than likely, that's what's going to happen. I've seen that happen so many times, man. It's sad because the information is out there for guys to do better, but they refuse to do better because they want the smell of that taint on their nose.
Regardless of what happens to them in their personal life, man, because that one even though that's true. And shout out to Mineral Mitch for the $1 cash out, man. Gratitude, sir. Regardless, bro, I want men to have better relationships with men. Pause. Because I've seen it.
And it's in a completely platonic, non-homosexual way.
Yeah. No diddy. But I've seen it. I've lived it. I've gotten money, lost, came back up off of men, off of the opportunities from men. When a woman gives you an opportunity, she got it from a man. You got a secondhand man opportunity.
Yep.
Women don't create opportunities. Women don't create anything. They don't even create life. They get credit for everything that men do. Men make sure that men stay afloat. I thank the guys every day that even when I was going through my depression after I got shot, that nobody gave up on me. They was like, bro, you don't smoke crack in them, bro. You'll be back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. God damn.
Hey,
See, man, I smoked crack, so I probably would have been in trouble.
see? Nobody expects you to be shit. And look at you now. You got a wife.
I'm sorry,
wife,
dude. Me having a wife does not gauge whether or not I'm shit or not.
I mean, you still ain't shit. Don't get it twisted.
Dude, you know what? You talk an awful lot for somebody that's got never mind. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not letting you channel my inner racist today.
Hey, on that note though, man, I told my boy I was gonna come drink tequila with him 2 hours ago. Ain't
Dude,
nobody.
do you ever take a night off from drinking tequila, dude? You're gonna turn into a fucking essay.
You know what's so crazy about that? I really don't drink the tequila. I really just go over there and steal all the cigarettes.
Dude, I got a homie just like you, man. Motherfucker never smokes until someone comes around with cigarettes.
Hey, I got a wild tequila story, man. I got a wild tequila story. That's why I don't drink tequila, man, because tequila is the
That's how you
juice
end up
of
with
the
baby
devil.
mamas that you didn't want.
And no, that's how I end up with all the PTSD that I got from going to combat in 2003 and 2004. It all comes out with tequila. Tequila be like, yeah, tell them kids about all that stuff when you got stuck in the Sunni Triangle. Make sure the kids are under 7 so they can really be scared.
It's like that alcohol joke that Jim Brewer told back in the day. You remember that one, don't you?
No.
One about, go out drinking and your stomach, basically your stomach is like the club. All right. And everybody's out drinking, Heineken shows up, Budweiser shows up, Miller shows up, Bush shows up. Everybody's all right. Everybody's getting along, whiskey shows up, things, you got Jack and John and Jimmy and all them. They decide they want to show up and gets a little bit rowdy, but still functional.
Jack, John,
And
and Jimmy.
And then tequila shows up. And when
That's
tequila
Jose.
shows up to the
That's
party,
Jose. Yeah, Jose shows up at the party.
he doesn't know how to mix well with everyone else. He comes in and basically causes the bouncer to throw everyone out of the fucking club, and you don't get to leave out the back door. You have to go out the door you came in.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it, man. Hey, I tell people, like, I'm a whiskey drinker, and that's all I drink. But I don't drink.
When I drink bourbon.
See, I drink bourbon too. I drink bourbon too. Now I tell people I don't mess with Jameson because Jameson will have you beat your whole family up and not remember it the next day.
Now, see, the problem is Jameson is intended for Irish and Scots only.
Yeah.
And because the rest of the population does not have the proper genetics to be able to handle that kind of whiskey.
You know what? Apparently so, man. Because
that's how I feel about tequila, man. You notice only Mexicans can use that thing for everything, including medicine.
Right, man. Well, I got some.
Dope, man. I'm finna kick y'all off, man. I gotta go do my tequila. I gotta be there.
You're stupid.
All right, man.
I hate all y'all, man. Y'all ain't shit. Anyway, I love you. Anyway,
y'all ain't shit, but I love you.
Hey, man, as always, man. Love your brothers that you love.
Hey, before you take off, man, either sometime later this evening or tomorrow for sure, I'm going to be airing the audio for the first episode of that Quiet on the Set.
Oh man, I'm there for it, man. I'm there for it.
Cool. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I'm there for it. Shoot me a text.
You know what I'm talking about, Royce?
No, but
it's that documentary series that they did about the child actor for Nickelodeon.
Oh yeah, hey, listen, yeah.
Man, do it tonight, bro. Like, give me 2 hours, man. Then go give me a shot, and I'm gonna show up on your channel. Do it tonight, man.
Hey, you put the notification up or shoot me a text, man. I'll be there.
Yeah,
because I've been meaning to watch that one, man. Yeah, because
I got the first episode. I think there's like 4 episodes, and I had to basically what I had to do because it wouldn't let me screen grab it off of Prime.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So what I did was I turned the mic setting on the screen grab, and I recorded the audio from my TV and still got it, but I couldn't actually get the video. So I just got some video game footage in the background to watch while you're listening to the audio for the documentary.
I'm gonna shoot you a go to 123 movies. It's on there. You'll be able to snatch it off that.
123 movies.
Yeah, like 123movies.co. It might not be .co this week though. They switch the domain all the time because they steal stuff. But you a young thief. You'll figure it out. Anyway,
like I said, I already got the first episode, and all you really need is the audio, because when I watched it, all I did was really listen to what they were saying, because you can listen to the interviews and you can get the gist of what's going on. But the big thing is there's one kid in particular that they focus on, and what's wild is, how we say that, women are the ones that allow all this fuck shit to go on.
Yeah.
And this whole, in the situation in this documentary, it was this kid's mom that allowed that shit to happen.
Always. They have the most access.
Of course. Hey, me and Dirty we can go down the long path of R. Kelly stories, because I even have an R. Kelly story of where he was trying to get my sister, man. And from what I know, I don't know about Dirty, but from what I know, the moms were complicit in all of that shit R. Kelly was doing.
I know they was, man. I'd have been with mother-daughters, man. I know how they give up their daughters and want to compete. They both want to sleep with you. Being 25 is great. You can get the 20-year-old daughter and that 37-year-old mom. Anyway, but
The sad thing is that kid's dad feels like he felt like a failure as a father.
Because he did fail as a father, because he should have chose better. You know how that goes. It's his fault. Because he just, Anyway, I'm out.
Yep.
Marry Your Secretary, LLC. How can I help you?
My girlfriend wants to get married.
You mean tenured?
Yeah, tenured. My girlfriend wants to get tenured. What do I do?
Okay, let's check your secretary account. Looks like you guys have been together for 2 years. She has over 9,000 marriage credits. At this pace, she's only 2 months away from a proposal, so she just might be right.
But I'm not ready.
Okay, let me see what I can do. Maybe we can find some deductions to buy you some time. Have you had any bad arguments, domestic violence, or infidelity? Nah. Has she slept with your best friend or have an OnlyFans account? Does she have a secret bank account?
Nah, none of that. But she did complain on Instagram too much, and she never knows what she wants to eat.
That's just regular toddlering, sir. I may be able to deduct 20 points based on the peace of mind protocols, but that would only buy you a week. You might have found you a good secretary, sir.
Okay. But I'm scared.
No worries. We'll be with you every step of the way with premarital counseling, marriage ceremonies, biannual marriage reviews, and estate planning. And you can always review your Marry Your Secretary.
You're right. So I guess we're getting married. Oh snap! We getting married. We getting married. We getting married. We getting married.